Welcome back to Richmond, Virginia. We're in the Richmond Coliseum, and it's showtime. It is time for the battle of the monster trucks. And we've got 4 tonight to show you. Here is the mighty Sampson. This is Don Maples out of Huntsville, Alabama.
Well, they're sitting there with a brand new Lincoln Continental Town Car limousine, and the Sampson truck is poised.
Oh, my.
The crowd's in a frenzy. Don Maples out of Huntsville, Alabama. He'd like to, no doubt about that. Ken Broo, Don will be coming out. He's building a brand new truck at home. He'll be coming out with his new 88 Sampson truck very, very shortly.
Now, that's a fine-looking truck he has there.
But Don has one of the prettiest trucks that you'll ever see any part of the country. And the new one, from what I understand, will be as pretty or prettier than the one that you're looking at now. It's an all-new body style on it. It's a fabulous new truck. Now they finally turned tail and ran on the Lincoln.
I would think that would probably not be the wisest thing to do, is to leave that Lincoln lined up to those 5 relics that are about to become spare parts.
Watch the big red truck out of Huntsville, Alabama. Go to work.
There is what is about to be destroyed, and there is the destroyer.
Front side, watch him. He'll stick it right straight up in the air, almost like launching a rocket. The front end will go straight up, and he'll nail the rear of it. Look out. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Unbelievable air under the front of Sampson, right over the top of him. Rip, roar, and ride. Don Maples just really getting into the program.
Crowd appreciates it. And he'll go back over it. Will he go backwards on it, you think?
I think he will. He's very, very good at these backup wheelies. And he can look at the ground as well as anybody. Look out. He's off to one side. Gets on the throttle real well. That pulls him out of it. You know, you cannot back out of that throttle. Once you get off centered, you miss those cars. You got to stay on the pedal. That'll keep all the tires pulling, and it'll jerk you out, land you level.
Sampson coming up. And let's see if he'll make one pass. No, he's going to go off to the side. Inside the cars tonight, they kind of like in a ironic twist, they put in records that they have deemed unacceptable for airplay here in Richmond. And I guess it's open to taste, but among those records in there tonight are Debbie Boone, You Light Up My Life, and Yummy, Yummy, Yummy by the Ohio Players. There are about 20 records that a local radio station here, there you can see them. They said, these records are so bad, we don't ever want to hear them on the air here. And so these monster trucks, in addition to crushing cars, are going to take care of some of the stacks of drastic
Watch
plastic.
this truck. The awesome Bigfoot flies through the air. Well, driving tonight, Kenny Keeling doing a great job handling the wheel of the Bigfoot truck.
Bob Chandler owns every one of them, doesn't he?
He does, and he has got a stable of them. This young man has been driving probably almost as long as anyone on the Bigfoot crew, but Kenny really knows how the truck handles. He's had to readjust his driving style a little bit. This is another driver's truck that they put up here tonight to run for competition. Notice the neck brace around his neck. That's just to keep any kind of whiplash from hitting when they land. They're fully strapped in. They've got on kidney belt. Really a lot of protection in these trucks and a full road cage in it. Watch this truck as he just really flies over up in the air. Look out!
As he destroys not only Granadas, but Debbie Boone records in the process.
Had it flying up on one wheel. And there's the Monster Truck Racing Association. That's a safety organization that's been put into effect just recently. They've got a lot of new safety rules coming out for these monster trucks. What they're trying to do is perpetuate the monster truck racing, keeping it a good sport, keeping it a very safe sort. Now, you notice Kenny wearing a full fire suit, has the full gloves on, the whole 9 yards for safety aspect of it.
Looks like Bigfoot will now peel off to the side. More monster truck competition coming up next here from Richmond, Virginia in just a second.
Little F10 supercharged truck. Barry Packard does the driving of it. 4 rear ends on this truck. The drive line runs into a rear end that drops down through a drive shaft into the heavy 5-ton. Outboard planetaries. It's built definitely for strength. Little S10 sets up high. Barry will really ride, and talk about a passenger. He's got a great big bear on the inside of it. Look Look out, right on the wheelie bars as he puts one up in the air.
Oh, he just got Bobby Goldsboro with that one.
Boy, is he showing his stuff with that truck. Now, this young man loves the backup wheelies. He'll turn around, and I hope he does one before the night's over with, because he really puts one right straight up in the air. Ken Broo, look at the back of the truck. You'll see a couple of wheelie bars back there. Keep the truck from turning over. It really, there's a good shot of them, and it gets that high. That truck will actually put those wheelie bars on the track. When it does that, the truck right straight up and down in the air.
All right, Baby Barefoot, if he positions himself just so now, Baby Barefoot can also take out the one-hit singing group wonder Steam.
Let's see. Barry lining up, puts it in four-wheel drive, checks the tires out. Watch him nail the throttle, see if he can just really get into the power of this truck. Easing along a little bit, making sure the front tires are lined up. Each tire and wheel weighing over 1,000 pounds on this truck. Truck itself checking in at about 13,500 pounds. It's tall, it's awesome, it's short wheelbase. Watch him as he goes to work.
Loaded for Barefoot.
Look out. Off to the right-hand side. Oh, my heavens.
Oh,
Boy,
my.
He got so close to going over on his lid, but here again, nailing that throttle, getting those front tires to pull it out. Barry standing up, waving to the crowd. You know, he's got to be a little bit shaken on that ride.
Now, for the uninitiated, these have turned over before. They have done the flip, haven't they?
Several times, and we got close that time. Let's watch him as he gets ready to hit them. Got good ground speed, up about probably 5 or 6 miles an hour, but watch him when he hits the cars. It drifts off to the right, way off to the right-hand side. Then when he hits the back end, is all up in the air, almost over. What does he do? He nails the throttle and gets the front tires to spinning, grabbing ground, getting a hold of the tires, and that pulls it out, lets the front end land. Beautiful job of driving on that part.
It's George Cole in the tank truck Gator.
22,000 pounds of Chevrolet pickup truck sitting on a tank chassis. Big block Chevrolet in the back of it. Drive shaft runs to the front. It's pulled off the front. The front of the chains, or the front of the tracks, is actually what we'd consider the rear end. George says he's about the third person to build one of these. Has a full stereo system on the inside of it, so he can listen to a little rock and roll as he does the Crunch Bunch. When he gets finished with the cars, they'll be about 6 inches tall. Watch him. He's flying. I mean, he is really after them. Look out.
Whoa. Taking out not only the cars, but also a little bit of Linda Ronstadt.
No suspension on it whatsoever. The body mounted right on top of the tank. Look how high it is before it falls over. He's World War II's best. Now they've been converted into awesome car-crushing machines.
If you've just joined us, we're not only destroying cars now down on the track, but also taking out some of the worst rock and roll records ever recorded. This a little bit of a local promotion by a radio station. We've destroyed, not necessarily in any type of talent order, Bobby Goldsboro, Barbara Streisand, the group Steam, and now it appears that Debbie Boone is about to buy the farm.
Watch him go. He's after it. Look out. Oh! No steering wheel in this. 2 sticks stick up and control each track. Much like you drive a heavy piece of equipment, a big bulldozer or something. There he gets it up on top. This is 22,000 pounds. It's absolutely destroying the automobile. There is George Cole, Spanky. Young man thoroughly enjoys the younger people in this sport, and I can see why. Beautiful piece of equipment.
George Spanky Cole, he says, I own this arena. Well, Mike Gallaway, we've seen it all tonight. Not only the modified trucks and the tractors, but some great crushing here by the monster trucks.
We saw very talented drivers controlling some very, very big horsepower machines. We have seen the monster truck drivers go berserk out there destroying cars. Saw tractors that were just unbelievable horsepower. All in all, Ken Broo, what a night.